Before I explain the basics of our proposition, I would like for you to think about this. I would like for you to answer this question by a show of hands. How many of you have ever wondered exactly what it is that your colleagues in other departments at Baird do? Okay, it seems a large number of you do, and this is where our program comes in. So we are recommending an intern-to-intern shadow program for all the Milwaukee interns. The program will span 5 weeks, ranging from the end of June to the end of July. It will consist of half-hour to hour-long meetings once a week. The first 3 weeks will be the departments that are most relevant to your position at Baird. The next 2 weeks will be personal selections by the interns. This will allow interns to explore other areas of Baird that they might have some interest in learning more about. The manager's involvement is essential to our program running smoothly. Each manager who has an intern will be asked to complete 2 forms prior to the intern summer. The first form will list the 3 most relevant departments for their intern. The next form will be a checklist that outlines the basics of their department. This checklist will be used by their intern to explain their department better as a whole to the shadow. Now, in order to measure this, after each meeting, the intern will be required to write up a brief summary about their meeting and their experience. At the final review, the manager and intern should use this as a conversation tool in order to discuss the intern's summer experience and future career goals, as well as to document any feedback on the program and how it can be improved. Now, Emily will walk you through a specific example of our intended program.
Okay, so as Brett mentioned, we're recommending a 5-week intern shadow program. So I'd like to specifically draw your attention to the first line on the screen, which is an example of what that 5 weeks might look like for someone in my position with investment advisory compliance. The first 3 weeks would pertain to shadowing someone in the Baird Advisors, BIM Growth, and BIM Value teams. The last 2 weeks, I could choose to sit with the transition team and finance team. However, someone like my colleague Lacey, who works for PWM compliance, might sit with PWM, dock control, marketing, and then choose to sit with operations and risk management. This will allow us to get a better understanding of what the departments that we support on a daily basis do, helping us learn how our role better fits within the company and overall help our productivity. During our research for this program, we found that there aren't any other companies out there who currently offer a specific intern-to-intern shadow program. This would allow Baird to be an innovator and be one of the first companies to implement it. It will also help engage our summer interns throughout the whole summer and get a better understanding for Baird as a whole. We did find a company called Work4 who has a similar program. It's an employee exchange program which allows an employee to sit with another employee in a different department for an entire day to learn what that other department does and get a better understanding of what their company does as a whole. Their CEO was quoted by saying, "Having people grow within a company is the single best thing that can happen within an organization. It creates a cohesive culture," which is exactly what we'd be trying to do with this program here at Baird. Now I'll turn it over to Lacey, who will go over some of the intern feedback.
Thank you, Emily. So we decided to ask the interns here at the Milwaukee branch whether or not they would actually be interested in partaking in a program like this. As you can see from the information on the screen, 61 out of 64 of the interns here in Milwaukee would be interested in taking part of a program like this next summer. But we didn't stop there. We reached out to 2 interns who are currently partaking in the rotational internship this summer to get feedback on what they are experiencing this summer, which we would experience next summer. The information we received was that they would be getting a lot of exposure to many of the different departments within Baird, as well as understanding a lot of the projects and tasks that they are taking care of, as well as other departments around them are taking care of, and networking with interns and associates here within Baird. One of the interns currently taking part in the rotational program stated, "Having this experience gives me a great advantage when applying for summer 2016 internships. I have had a great experience this summer handling different projects and tasks, being exposed to many departments within Baird, as well as networking with employees and interns." So Rachel, what does this mean for Baird?
So for Baird, an intern-to-intern shadow program would provide a number of tangible benefits. As this program broadens our perspective of the business that the firm conducts, we will be able to better externally represent Baird in a more confident and complete way. Many interns are asked to explain our internship in Baird to our friends and family, And while we might be able to talk about our own department, giving an overall summary of the firm can be a little more difficult. Therefore, this shadow program will widen our understanding so we can confidently tell the Baird story. Also, as exposure to the businesses increases, this would provide more opportunity for interns to find areas within the firm that match our career goals. This will ultimately increase employee retention and productivity. In addition, this program could be expanded beyond just the interns. It could be used as a low-risk pilot program, and if found to be successful, Baird could implement a similar program to all full-time associates, spreading the benefit all across the firm. On a personal level, for each intern, this program will help us better engage with our coworkers and potentially handle more complex tasks and projects. If we discover areas within the firm that better suit our interests and aptitudes, this will also increase job satisfaction. So in conclusion, we believe that our shadow program will create well-rounded associates, benefiting the overall development of interns at Baird. As we get more exposure to the different areas around the firm, our goal is for the pieces of the Baird puzzle to fall into place. Thank you.